What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where I discuss the CPA exam, the accounting lifestyle, and everything in between. If that sounds awesome to you, make sure to hit that subscribe button below, and welcome to the family. Alright guys, today I'm going to be making a video that's a little bit different from my main topics. I know this channel is all about accounting and becoming the best version of yourself, but in my opinion, I feel like personal finance and becoming financially free and wealthy has such a big aspect and plays such a big role in your professional career. The more financially secure you are, the more peace of mind you'll have to be able to crush whatever job it is that you do. Now, I hope that is becoming a CPA, but whatever it is that you do, my goal on this channel is to help you crush it. So, as personal finance is such a big aspect of just everyone's life, if you may or may not follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, you probably should be. Link is going to be below. You will know that I actually purchased my first property in March of 2020. Yeah, I know. Before the whole world collapsed, I was literally getting my first house. That's a whole other video within itself, and I will be very happy to share, I guess, my first month of owning my first duplex. I actually purchased a duplex here in Los Angeles. Like I said, that's going to be a whole other topic because, man, I really feel like I grew up and became a man during that month. So again, it's going to be a whole nother topic within itself and a whole nother video that I can talk on. And the way I'm going to structure my videos now, since I am in the midst of busy season, it might be the biggest blessing and curse for my YouTube channel, because now I'm really just going to do my videos completely unscripted and just kind of one cut to make it easier for me to edit. I don't have this big editing crew. I don't have a bunch of people helping me. This is literally me on my camera that I use for like my Zoom calls. I got a little ring light that I literally do for my conference calls for work, and it's just me trying to provide as much value to you guys as I can. And for me, this is the easiest way to pump out content, because believe me when I tell you guys, right now, busy season is just, oh man, for all my fellow CPAs out there, we're going through it. It is a time where, man, it's just busy. It's just busy, and I love it, and I love every aspect of what I do. But that being said, I love my YouTube channel just as much, and my goal is to produce as much content as I can. So I'm going to do my videos completely uncut. It's going to be just easier for me to edit, upload them onto YouTube, and hopefully you guys find some value from it. So today, going through my first year of now owning my property, I actually did purchase a duplex, but I'm going to go from the aspect of maybe someone just purchasing their first home. And I'm going to go over the 5 things I wish I knew, I wish someone would have told me before I purchased my first property. Man, there's so many things I wish I would have known, but I think these 5 things that I'm going to go over today are really the key critical items that I wish I would have known, because, man, going through this first year of owning my property has been just amazing and a blessing, but there's also been some growing pains there too. So to start things off, first thing I wish I would have known, maintenance and upkeep on a house. Oh my gosh. I wish someone would have told me how tough it is to maintain a home. I'll be honest with you guys too, my duplex is kind of more on the lower upkeep maintenance side of a house. I can't even imagine if I had this ginormous house with like a bunch of acres. Oh my God, it'd be terrible. But just remember, guys, whatever you own owns you. So if you're going to be, if your goal is to have some ginormous house and a bunch of land and a bunch of, just know that the maintenance and the upkeep on that home is going to be ridiculous. And I personally don't have a gardener yet, or no one really helps me with anything. I probably am thinking about maybe outsourcing that, especially during busy season at this time, because, I just think my time is a little bit more valuable. Right now, I could be working on these videos, or I could be working on my channel, working on my clients, working on something else. But if you don't plan to get a gardener or someone to help you with the upkeep and the maintenance of the home, just know, one of your days on the weekends is going to be pretty much either cleaning the house, cleaning the front yard, oh man. And I have a low maintenance front yard, which, like I said, my house is technically low maintenance, and even at that, I was pulling out weeds literally like 2 hours before this video started. So I wish someone would have told me how kind of hard it is to maintain a home. I personally just lived with my parents before I literally bought this duplex. It was really a huge wake-up call to me. I mean, just for example, yesterday I woke up early, did my run in the morning, got my workout in, and then I spent 2 hours just like cleaning the house, literally. And if you don't clean it every week, Oh my gosh, it gets disgusting. So maintenance and upkeep. Just make sure whatever property you're going to be buying, whether it's your first home or what have you, just know that the maintenance and upkeep on the house is going to be like a part-time job for you. Number 2, utilities expenses. Like I said, I never really lived on my own. I always lived with my parents prior to purchasing my first duplex. And I wish someone would have told me how much utilities really are. I will say the first 2-3 months, it was a bit of a sticker shock. I didn't really know what to expect when I got my first duplex. Luckily, my tenants do pay their share of the utilities, and I have in my unit. I'll kind of walk you guys through in another video how I break down my property and how pretty much I do everything here, which is it's just amazing. But yeah, utilities expenses are crazy expensive, mind you. I do live in Los Angeles, so it is probably a little bit more expensive here than anywhere else. But utilities expenses, I wish someone would have told me how much they were. Water, sewage, trash, electricity, gas, all that stuff as the landlord or as the homeowner, you got to pay for. So if you're not used to paying that much, whether you live in an apartment or with your parents or what have you, make sure you prepare for that. Make sure you really research and look up how much utilities are in that area you want to buy in, because yeah, believe me when I tell you, some months can get pretty pricey depending on the month, whether you use a lot of gas, whether you use AC or whatever. Just make sure, guys, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into and how much cost it is. So my best advice is, wherever the property is located that you're going to buy it, whatever city it is, county, what have you, make sure you Google search average utilities expenses. So when you're kind of doing your budget and you're making sure that you get a house that you can afford, obviously, that's a whole, like I said, I have so many million topics I want to talk about, but obviously you get a house you can afford. Make sure you budget in utilities expenses, because those some months can really creep up on you as a landlord, or like I said, if you're purchasing your first home. Third thing, property taxes. Man, I wish I would have known how much property taxes obviously affect your mortgage payment. I did know how much my mortgage was going to be, including the mortgage, interest, property taxes, and insurance. I did have an estimate how much the property taxes were going to be, but I wish when I was looking for properties, I would have factored that in even before I kind of put offers on homes. I mean, I've been looking for a house since 2019. So I researched for about a year for a house, and I never really took that into account. Property taxes are such a big thing. Like I said, I was a newbie, I guess, real estate investor, and I had no idea about this. I wish someone would have told me to really research different areas, different counties on how property taxes affect, because man, property taxes can change from county to county, city to city. It's ridiculous, really. So just make sure wherever location, whatever area you're researching and looking to buy a home in, make sure you look at the property taxes and make sure you get something that best suits you. Okay, fourth thing, I wish I would have known before I purchased my first property. Don't be emotional when you're buying your house or a rental property. like I said, I looked for a property since 2019. And there are certain houses I put offers on that I got so emotional about, including my duplex now. And I'll be honest with you, I got crazy lucky with my duplex. I love it here. But yeah, there's a lot of properties that I missed out on that were probably the best thing that ever happened to me. But I was so stuck on getting this property. Do not get emotional about things. Do not, okay? Run the numbers. If the numbers make sense, go for it. But don't get emotional to the point where you're going, you're putting a purchase price above what they're asking. You're starting a bidding war. Don't do that, guys. Please do not do that. I kind of did that. Don't do that. Just like I said, this whole channel is about helping you guys avoid the mistakes that I made. And on this first property, I did get really emotional about it because I got emotionally attached. Do not do that. There's houses literally on every corner, on every street, in every city. There's going to be a house for you. Don't get emotional about something and end up purchasing something where you have buyer's remorse later. I'll give you a perfect example. I didn't have buyer's remorse here at the property I'm at now, but literally the property right before I got this one was another house that I went, oh man, I forgot what they were asking, but I just started a bidding war. Not even running numbers anymore. I just started saying, yeah, whatever, I'll put this down. Oh man, and luckily, thank God, it didn't go through. I am so happy that house didn't go through because I got really, really emotional about it. So again, stay level-headed, stay cool, run the numbers. If it goes above your budget, let it go. believe me when I tell you, what's meant to be will be, and there's going to be a house for you. Do not force it or don't get emotional about a house. Houses, there's a bunch of them. There's, like I said, there's one in every city. There's so many houses. Don't get emotional about your first home. I know it means a lot. It meant a lot to me, but don't get emotional about it. Run your numbers. If it goes above your budget, if it's not what you stick to if it's not what the original plan was, avoid it. On to the next one. Last thing I wish I would have known before I bought my home was, it's a little weird, but I wish I would have bought it sooner. Honestly, I really wish I would have purchased my first home. Oh man, I mean, looking back now in my career, I've been a professional now for 6-7 years, and I probably was ready to buy a home 1 to 2 years in, really. I probably could have bought a home 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm kicking myself in the butt every day because I didn't purchase earlier. Believe me when I tell you, owning your first property, I'm not saying it doesn't take a lot, but if you would understand how doable it is, obviously if you're a working professional, you have the salary to back you up. I'm telling you guys, it is so doable, and really purchasing your first property is a lot more in reach than you believe. Obviously, some people don't believe in buying homes or rental properties or duplexes, and that's fine, totally great. This probably video is not for you, but if you're really already kind of thinking about purchasing your first property, you don't know whether you should do it, whether you're ready, I'm telling you, you're probably a lot more ready than you think. And just looking back now in my career, I wish I would have got it. I wish I would have bought a duplex so many years ago. Really, I missed out on so much appreciation, so much of an experience that I would have had. And you know, I never got laid off, I never got fired, I never got anything, and I would have been perfectly fine. Would have it been tough? Of course, but it was even tough now that I purchased, last year. So I really wish someone would have told me how doable it is to get into real estate and how much of a rewarding and fulfilling it is to purchase your own property, live in it, take care of it, make money from it. It's just an amazing process that I've been able to experience myself, and I really wish someone would have told me it is doable so much earlier. So I am telling you, as this guy on YouTube, this CPA on YouTube, that you can do it. You can totally do it. If I bought my first property in what is maybe one of the toughest markets in the country, Los Angeles, then I'm sure wherever it is you are in the country, you can too. So I hope I maybe sparked that interest in you and sparked that desire to say, hey, you know what? If this guy on YouTube, Bryan Carreto, bought a house, so can I. So those are the 5 things I kind of wish I would have known before I bought my first duplex. I'm totally going to make another video on why I purchased a duplex instead of a single family home. So many other benefits that I've been able to experience that I want to share with you guys. And hopefully you guys will kind of take the same route I did. So that's going to conclude the video. If you guys did get some value from it, I really, really would appreciate if you guys will smash the like button, obliterate it to make sure this video gets out to everyone. And like I said, if you like this style of video more where I literally have no cuts, I'm not really going to edit it that much. It's really just me trying to provide as much value to you guys as I can, given that I am in the midst of busy season. It is insanely crazy. I don't have this crew helping me edit and record and do all these things. So my only goal on this channel is to help you guys avoid a lot of the mistakes that I made in my career. And yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to hit that like button below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, work hard, dress well. Peace.